Hello everybody, it's the Life Professor, Dr. Jesse Jackson III, and I'm so excited that you joined me for this video. This video is called How to Avoid the Financial Aid Trap. Listen, this is for every single high school student in America, and I'm telling everybody right now, the college-bound students, and I believe every single student has college greatness in them. A college is for everyone, but a college degree is not. So you have to understand some things right now. The financial aid trap is very real. It's very real, and it has, as of right now, has consumed students. We're at the end of the semester, and it has consumed some students, literally over 2 million students this year alone. There's so many kids that won't be able to go back to college because they got a loan and they have a balance. The things I'm going to show you right here is things that you got to know before you ever step foot on a college campus, before you ever step foot or fill out a FAFSA. If you listen to me, I can guarantee you it will save your economic life. So you better pay close attention and send this video to every single student in high school nationwide. I've seen this in helping thousands of kids go to college, and now that I teach college and I'm actively involved on multiple college campuses, but working with my campus, guys, what I'm telling you is you got to watch this. Parents and students, pay attention. So the first thing is here, I want you to take a look at the screen to my left, is we have 6 out of 10 of all kids that go to school drop out with debt after 1 year. So that means 60% don't come back to school because they have a balance. Okay? So think this through. 6 out of 10 don't finish because they have a balance. When they drop out, they've got a balance of upwards to $20,000. You got to start thinking here, okay? The United States government will grant a loan to an 18-year-old for college at 18 with no signer. I think that's the most irresponsible thing I have ever seen in my life. It's a trap. Why? It keeps the wheels of the economy going at your expense. Yep, they say we have your best interest in mind. They do. They literally mean interest rate. They do have your best interest in mind. So the things you got to watch here, for particularly if you're African American, 6 out of 10 of African Americans are not finishing, and it's particularly hard for black males. So you're talking about 2 out of 10 of black males at most campuses are not finishing. So here's the things you got to understand. How do you pay for college in the 21st century? Here's the ways, period. Number one, you get grants. Now, when I ask kids, what college they're going to, they give me all these impressive colleges that they're going to. I'm going here, I'm going there. I'm not impressed by that. You know what I want to know? Who's paying for that? That's what impresses me. Did you get them to pay for it? Did they send you a full scholarship? If they didn't, then that's not impressive. Getting accepted to a place is not the be-all of what makes you think you did good. How is somebody accepting you but still asking you for $27,000? You're excited about that? No, it's a mind game. It's silly. So you're excited about who offers you money to go to college. That's what you need to be excited about. So number one is grants. Grants, typically, you do not have to repay a grant. This is typically based on financial need. And so you got to realize there's levels to it. There's caps to it. I mean, it's capping out really at around $5,500. And that means you have extreme need. So if you're going to a college, I don't know any college, 4-year university that a Pell Grant covers full tuition. It just doesn't happen. $5,500 is not full college tuition at really any school in America. So that's grants. So if you're saying, well, let's see what I qualify for, and I'm going to get a grant to pay for me to go to college, or a Pell Grant, you're fooling yourself, because it just doesn't work like that. That's number one. Number two, federal work study. So, you'll have people say, well, get you some work study, help you pay for college. Let me tell you, that's a minimum wage job. And it connects you directly to the college system, and they'll take money out of your check to pay for college, or they hope for you to pay it back. That's not enough to cover the full college expense. Number three, you have the subsidized loans. That's where you have literally been treated like an adult, and you're taking out a loan to go to school. Now, I'm going to show you some things, and I want you to pay attention to this. Taking out a loan to go to school, anybody who knows my system, I'm telling students to refrain from taking out loans to go to college today. Refrain, and I'm going to break down to you what's happening with the loan and why you should refrain from taking out a loan to go to college today. It's an absolute horrible decision. Scholarships. This money awarded based on academics, other issues, other qualifications, things that you have done to qualify for it. Number 5, work. People work their way through college. Work their way through college. That means they're working their way through and they don't have debt. Okay? It's a hard way, but it'll always pay. I'm going to show you that. Then you have parents. Okay, let's shoot straight here. It's our parents' job to pay for college. Let's just shoot real straight here. I'm not accepting any excuse why the parent couldn't pay for college. You had 18 years to plan, prepare. Things happen. Yep, whatever. Can't hear it. We knew when we had them at the hospital that they were going to college. So parents have to make an economic contribution to their children's education. Period. Okay, so if you got that kid taking out loans in their name, ruining their credit, and you're a parent and you're standing by and you're not making a financial contribution, I'm not buying it. It's not okay. You are setting your kid up for economic failure, a second generation of economic failure. And folks, I'm telling you, we got to stop it. It's not okay. It's not okay. If you don't have the money to go to college, it's ways, and you got to find ways to go about it without committing your financial future. Period. Now, everybody's got to stop this feeling sorry. Got to stop saying, oh, you got to do what you got to do. Nah, man. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to go into major debt to go to college. So this is what I want you to take a look at here. As you see here, and you look at the screen here. When you see, now here we have a list of, a very modest tuition, $4,600, okay? Now, you see that's for tuition and fees. So let's say, okay, it costs to go to this school, it costs $4,600 in tuition and fees. Now, you look right below that, it said that it's $4,300 in room and board. Let's break the room and board down. Let me think this through. You're taking out a loan for rent and food. A college semester is at tops 16 weeks. That's 4 months. Tell me where you're going to live in America that costs $4,000 for 4 months. Tell me what college student is eating up $500 worth of groceries a month. I mean, they're hungry, but guys, they ain't that hungry. You're taking out a loan for food? You're taking out a loan for food? And that's what your student loan money's getting eaten up to do? Folks, I'm telling you, we better evaluate that. That is psychotic. It's stupid. It is not a good decision. Room and board. Okay, tuition and fees, $4,700. You can see that. That's for college. That's your education. But $4,300 for rent and food? Man, you could get an apartment and put groceries in it and pay your utilities for less than that. And that's for a year. Bad psychology, bad ideas. We're not helping kids to understand this process. That is a suicidal way to plan and do your college. I mean, it's just totally, absolutely ignorant. So the way to avoid the financial aid trap is to period, point blank, understand you don't make that mistake. You don't just say, okay, I'm going to pay as much for renting a room that typically is not a solo room and for food. It's foolish. It's not good judgment. It's not wise. I'm telling every student in America, every kid in high school that's here, that's right still in that school today, do not get caught in the financial aid trap and eat your education up. Don't eat your education because that's foolishness. Don't eat your education up. Half of our loans, half of the money is going to room and board. You can get an apartment. Man, you can buy a house for that. You're not that hungry. That's sloppy and wasteful, bad business decisions where you're eating your money up and you got to pay that back. Nobody's that hungry, and that's not how you want to do business. So I want you to think about this here, because when you see A community college, look at the community college. For tuition, for 15 credit hours at a community college. Everybody's got community colleges in their neighborhood. Now, we're just talking about business. You got to be smart now. Now, I know, listen, every decision's financial. Every decision is a financial decision. Every decision is a financial decision. You make a wise economic decision for yourself. Don't eat your college future up. You look here, go into a community college for 15 credit hours. Average community college at a local community college is $1,300. The full bill for 15 credit hours is going to be $1,631. So if it's $1,631 versus $9,000, it just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. So if you understand that, then you can make the necessary changes on how to avoid the financial aid trap for you. And that's the decision that you have to make. Don't put yourself in a bad situation where you are ruining your future. $9,000 versus $1,600. Now, you can't get a bachelor's degree at a community college, but you can take the first year, 2 years to save that money and put yourself in a much better position. And that's what we're talking about. How do you put yourself in a much better position? And that's what this would allow you to do.